Okay, so here I have my joint. I have the ulna here, the radius, and then the humerus. I constructed it by taking 3 pieces of wood and cutting down the middle, you can see here, and then doing that also for the radius and the ulna, and then putting the joint in the middle of it, and then just bolting them on. Some of the important landmarks that you have for the humerus are the head, which is at the very top of the bone. This is the shaft. And then down here you have your lateral epicondyle, and then on this side you have your medial epicondyle. And then some of the landmarks for the radius is the radial tuberosity, and on the ulna you have your olecranon. I've added these 2 cotton balls here in the middle of my joint to simulate the articulating cartilage, which helps to protect the joint and allow smooth movement when the joint is bending. So here we have, represented by this orange band, is the lateral collateral ligament, which is a short narrow band which passes from the top of the lateral epicondyle, which is over here, to the annular ligament, which is down here. And the annular ligament is a bunch of fibers that encircles the top of the head of the radius. And then over here we have the medial collateral ligament, which comes from the medial epicondyle to the top of the ulna, and it also inserts on the bottom. There's 2 triangular bands. For muscles of the elbow joint, you have the biceps brachii, which originates on the scapula and then inserts on the radius, and it helps in flexion of the arm. And then you have the triceps brachii, which also originates on the scapula and then inserts on the ulna, and it helps in extension of the arm. And then you have the brachioradialis, which inserts on the humerus, or originates on the humerus and inserts on the radius, and it helps in flexing the forearm. And then you have the radialis, which originates on the humerus and inserts on the ulna, and it also helps in flexion of the forearm. The 6 extensors and flexor muscles of the forearm are the extensor carpi radialis longus, which originates on the humerus and then inserts on the second metacarpal, and it extends and abducts the hand. And then you have the flexor carpi radialis, which also originates on the humerus, and it inserts on the 5th metacarpal, and it also flexes and abducts the hand. And then you have the extensor carpi ulnaris, which inserts or originates on the humerus and then inserts on the 5th metacarpal, and it also extends and abducts the hands. And then you have the flexor digitorum superficialis, which originates on the humerus, and it inserts on the middle phalanx of each finger. You also have the flexor carpi ulnaris, which originates on the humerus and then inserts on the 5th metacarpal. And then you also have the extensor digitorum, which originates on the humerus and inserts on the distal and medial phalanges of each finger, and it helps to extend the fingers. So this is my elbow. As you can see, I have the major muscles, some of the minor muscles, the tendons and ligaments, and the articulating cartilage, which you can't see, and then obviously I have the 3 bones that are part of the joint. And the type of joint that it is a hinge joint, and that allows for back and forth movement in the sagittal plane. A common injury relating to the elbow joint is tennis elbow, and that occurs on the lateral epicondyle of the humerus, which occurs from overuse, and it damages the tendons and muscles in the forearm. Okay. So this is my joint actually articulating with the humerus coming forward.